Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. As you can see, it's not a drone I've got for you today. I've got the Caroma P7 sit-down scooter, electric scooter. And there's a lot of features on this product that make it pretty exciting, and I want to tell you about it. But first, I'm going to show you what came in the box, etc., and all the parts and pieces. So I'll show you that right now. This is how the box is going to look when it arrives at your front door. And here's the side of the box showing that it is indeed the P7. And then when you open the top, that's what you see, a lot of foam. And yeah, there's a scooter in there. And look at all those ties and look at all that foam. Time to get it all off of there. I tried a hobby knife, but I did find that diagonals worked a lot better. You're able to just cut those ties. And there's all the parts and pieces that come in the box right there, and a pretty complete toolkit that comes with it as well. There it is in all its glory, finished product. With regard to assembly, Caroma's got a really good video on how to put the whole thing together. I'm going to link that down below. I can tell you it took me, I kind of took my time. It probably took me the better part of an hour to put this guy together, but I was kind of taking my time when I did it. You may be able to do it faster, but if you can handle normal hand tools, it's easy enough to put together, and it's, you know, mostly assembled as is when you take it out of the box, as you saw in the pictures. Let's talk a little bit about the scooter. Well, it's got a 30-mile range, which is significant, and it'll go 20 miles an hour, which is really fast for one of these little scooters. I'm not sure you'd want to go any faster than that. Let's take a look at some more of the details here. Let's start at the back here. So the first thing you see is it does have disc brakes on it. Obviously, if it goes 20 miles an hour, you want it to be able to stop. So it has front and rear disc brakes, but it's got a hub motor here that is a powerful 750 watt motor, good for 1200 watt peak, which is absolutely outstanding. So at the back of the scooter here, you see the cargo basket. This cargo basket is good for 11 pounds. And then you're going to see a tail light back here and brake light, and that is fully functional. So then, of course, I want to mention 14-inch wheels. This is not one of those scooters with tiny wheels. In fact, I'm going to describe this as more of a kind of almost an e-bike rather than a scooter, except for it doesn't have pedals, right? So of course you've got a kickstand right there, and then you get down to the battery here. It's a 48-volt battery. The seat is fully adjustable. You can undo it right there, adjust it up and down, or if you needed to put it in your car or something, you can undo that, collapse it all the way, or even pull the seat completely off. Give you a look at the floorboard here. And then as we get to the front of the scooter, again, front disc brake, very, very important. That same 14-inch wheel, reflectors on the side. You do have a headlight as well, which that's an LED headlight. It's quite bright. And then the other thing that's important is to have these fenders on here. And these are plastic fenders, so they're going to be very, very durable. So give you another look at the front of the scooter here. And we also have a reflector at the center of the top of the handlebars. These, along with being folding, so this little lever right here, you can fold the whole thing down. And the height of the bars is adjustable right here. You've got an adjustment. You can move the bars up and down. And then even here, you've got another adjustment, but really you're going to center up the bars. So one of the things that's a little bit awkward about this scooter is the key is clear down here on the battery. So I'm going to switch it to the on position, and that key is not removable in the on position, so that's going to stay on there. To me, it's a little bit vulnerable right there. So let's look at the business section of this scooter as you're riding it. As you can see, the only instrumentation is this LED battery meter, and then you got a headlight switch down here. Headlights on and off, and you could see how bright that was. And then front brake, front disc brake, rear disc brake, and you got a little bit of a bell here, which that's not super loud, but I guess it would do the trick. So another thing I want to mention is the twist grip throttle. Now if I twist it, it's going to move here. So it moved just a little bit there, but I'm a motorcycle guy, so coming from motorcycles, that's kind of handy for me. So I want to show you how bright that rear light is, and then when you hit the brake, it does have a brake light as well. So that's handy, so that you don't surprise anybody behind you when you're hitting the brakes. So that's about it. I did tell you that it does have a 300-pound weight rating, so that's good for big guys like me. And then price-wise, it is pretty darn competitive. The regular price is $329.99. I see that they've got a little discount checkbox on Amazon right now that gets 5% off, gets you down to $313.50. Now, they may have other discounts, and if they do, I'll certainly put them on the page here. But really, we just need to take it out and ride it now. So let's get this scooter outside and let's take it for a spin. Hey, okay, I'm in my driveway. I've got everything fired up here. I've got the camera rolling, and let's run over to the schoolyard next door. So this is my first ride on the Caroma P7. And so yeah, let's just see how it goes. Let's head over to the schoolyard. I can tell you it's very smooth. Just went over the curb and no problems there. And I can tell you this, I have another scooter, and this one, just right off the bat, I can tell you is way more powerful. This reminds me more of my e-bike. This guy will really get scooting. Quite a difference. Now this is just a single speed. A lot of the scooters you'll see have different speed modes on them. This one just has one speed, and I'm saying that's all it needs. It does fine just with this single speed. Let's just see how fast I can get it going here. I'm telling you, this thing's ripping right along. So I can tell you it's a class above. Brakes feel good. It's impressive. Again, I think this is more, you almost would consider this more of an e-bike without the pedals. So yeah, up on the sidewalk here, and well, there's a trail that goes all the way around this school, so we'll get in there. It is almost 5 o'clock my time, so hopefully I'll say, yeah, there's still a lot of people hanging around here, so this may not be the best time to do this, but I'm going to head over to another parking lot here, and we'll go from there. What I like to do, and what my intention to do here, is to put the drone up in the air and follow us around a little bit. We'll find a place to do that one way or another. There's still a lot of people here at the school. I'm looking at my watch, it's exactly 5 o'clock. I kind of thought that that it would be more empty than this by now, but it's not. So yeah, the other parking lot over here is pretty empty, so we can start there. Man, this thing scoots. This is a whole different experience than my other scooter. My other scooter, sit-down scooter like this, it maybe had a top speed of gosh, I was lucky to get it up to 14, 15 miles an hour. This one clearly is much more than that. So I'm in the parking lot. This parking lot is empty here, so I can fire up the drone and we'll ride this guy around a little bit. A lot of things going on over at this other school here. I kind of thought they would be done for the day, but they must still have some extracurricular things going on. But anyway, give me just a second. Let me get a drone in the air and I'll show you. We'll just ride around here a little bit. Okie dokie, I've got the Skydio 2 fired up. It's following us. I've got it to follow us from behind here, but the drone is actually in front of me right now. Let's get rolling here and see if it'll follow us around. Yeah, and it's moving behind me here. And yeah. So this gives you a view of the scooter, you know, other than just me with the camera going here and in static, so you can actually see it in motion. Let me we'll pull around here and we'll change the aspect ratio of where the drone is following us from. Let's switch the drone to the front, if I can remember how to do that. There we go. And the drone should now follow us from the front. And it'll take it a second to move around, so you know, I don't know exactly what you'll see here. It has to figure out which direction I'm going, and when I'm moving around in a spot like this, yeah, it's moving pretty. It's trying to find the front. Let's go this way, and we're going to go kind of out in a little bit more of an open area to kind of give it an opportunity to do so. So there it did. It finally found the front of us here. And now I'm going the other way, so it's going, what the heck are you doing? So let's see how fast it'll get in front of me here. And there's some kids playing a game here. I am going to stay away from that. I definitely want to stay away from people. So we're going to go the other way. And again, the drone is trying to catch up to me. We got a good straightaway here, so it should be able to get in front of me now. We'll see. We'll give it a shot here. I'll slow down and give it a chance to get in front. It's kind of moving to the side of me, but it's got a lot of obstacles. There's nothing that tracks like this drone. There it goes. There it's in front of me. So you're getting kind of a front shot there. I'm a little nervous too. We got a road going out here, and we have no height set. In other words, this drone could go low enough that I want to make sure it stays above traffic. So we'll just go back and forth here for a little bit. It really struggles to get in front of us when we change here because of all the obstacles. There it goes. It's in front of us now. Let's try this way. Every time it gets in front of us, I switch it up. So, and it's got all these trees to get around, so it takes it a second. Let's turn in here. About the time the drone is able to get in front of me, I move. I change directions. There we go. It did it there, didn't it? Okay, I'm going to change a setting on the drone. I'm going to change what they call the height floor, and maybe we can go out onto the street a little bit here. So if I can remember where that is. Flight limits, height floor, I'm going to enable. So I enabled the height floor, so it'll stay. What that does is it limits how low the drone can go, and it'll stay at a good height, so I'll feel a little bit better about it if I go out on the sidewalk or something, that it'll stay above cars, etc. It won't go so low that it could potentially hit something. So yeah, it's following us pretty good here. Okay, let's crank this guy up a little bit. We'll give the drone a chance to follow us. I want to get some top speeds here to see how well this guy does. So there is a bike lane here, and I'm a little bit, in fact, I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go on the sidewalk right here, because I don't want the drone too close to traffic, etc. But you know, here the drone is flying backwards. There's a light pole there. It sees all that stuff. Big tree here, so it's going to go around it. And this thing is pretty, it's outstanding the way this guy avoids So anyway, I'm going to go out on the street here for a second, and this seat on this scooter just collapsed, so I'm going to have to stop and adjust that. But now we're moving along pretty good. This will be a good top speed test, so we'll see how it does. I'm going to turn in here on this trail, and I'm going to fix this seat. So that is one of the things that people have mentioned. If you're a heavier guy like me, this seat, it can collapse on you. So I'm going to fix that. Hopefully the drone will see. You can see it's crooked here. You got a clamp, and then you got to push that clamp back in. And I tightened this clamp up. It's all I can do to push that clamp in. I don't know. Maybe I can get it some more. You know, there's an adjustment here that you can tighten it. But so let's try that again. And boy, it's just all I can do to push that clamp in. So that's the best I'm going to do. All right, so I've got it a little higher now, actually. So I'm going to move the drone, see if I can move it to the side of me here. And we'll get, put that kickstand up, don't want to forget that. And we'll get that kind of side aspect here. And let's see what I think the drone will have a little better, easier time keeping up with us. Oh, I just took a bug down the throat. But as you can see, this thing moves along quite well. And there's a guy here playing frisbee. I definitely want to stay out of his way. Don't want the drone going over the top of him, but this is pretty cool with the beacon on the Skydio 2. This thing will follow you around just perfectly. So yeah, we got room up here. I'm going to go up here a little ways. Then I felt this seat move around a little bit. I will say that a heavier person, I think if you're a little bit lighter, I'm about 240 pounds. If you were lighter, you probably wouldn't have a problem, but I definitely, I can feel that seat moving around. We're going to turn here down this sidewalk and go the other direction here and call it good and see if the drone, yeah, the drone will stay right to the side of us as it should. And off we go. And here we go, around the corner. We'll see if the drone will keep up with us. And it does. Well, this thing handles good. I'm coming around this corner at speed, and it's not having any problem at all. We'll take this other corner here. Again, there's more people out here at the park than I would have hoped. The drone seems to have a better, easier time staying to the side of me. But that's about it. Let's just do one more speed run here to make sure that this guy is up to speed. I'm going to go down this street and come back. And the drone, we are at top speed right now, so I'll be anxious to see what that is. They're saying 20 miles an hour. Again, I'm a pretty big guy, so I kind of have a feeling it is all of that. So it's fun watching the drone move around trying to get to the side of me here. But this thing handles, I'm telling you, this thing handles really great. These bigger wheels make a big difference. Okie dokie, let me land the drone here and we'll talk a little bit about what we saw and what we did. Hey, okay, that was a lot of fun. I'm telling you, this is a powerful little scooter. It's more like an e-bike or an electric motorcycle than it is a scooter. Yeah, and this was a lot of fun. We got to track with the Skydio 2, and as for top speed, they say 20 miles an hour, and hopefully that's in focus there. You're going to be able to see at the very bottom of that screen, max speed was 20 miles an hour. I wish I could have had that up on the handlebars so I could watch it real time. But I couldn't. But yeah, we were using the Skydio 2 and the beacon, and I'm just telling you, no matter what anybody says, nothing tracks like the Skydio 2. There's no way I could have got the video that I got here today without that drone. But take a look at this little scooter, man. This thing is something else. Really, really robust. And I apologize for my shadow there, but yeah, you know, you can see those disc brakes. It stops real good. It accelerates very, very well. Again, I've got another scooter. It is not nearly as quick. It doesn't accelerate like this little guy. So I really enjoyed that ride. Now, the only issue I had was right down here with the seat. It collapsed on me at one point. I've really got this tightened down. Again, I'm a pretty big guy, so maybe if you weren't as heavy, I go about 240, although they say this has a 300-pound weight limit, so that could be an issue. I've heard some people complain about the saddle. I don't know, it felt good for me today. I really like the robust cargo basket here. As you can see, I got my backpack in there, carried the drone with me and all that stuff, so worked quite well. So yeah, I guess that's about it. The Caroma P7 sit-down scooter, I give this thing definitely the Idaho Quadcopter seal of approval. It's a lot of fun, and I'm going to use this thing a lot. See you guys later. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. Again, let's take one more look. The Caroma P7 sit-down scooter, 14-inch wheels, 20-mile-an-hour top speed, 30-mile-an-hour range. Tracking it with the amazing little Skydio 2 drone. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.